Hey YouTube, my name is Dion. Welcome back to my channel. Ugh. We're starting with Holiday Cocoa Chapstick. I don't think I used this one yet, did I? No, I didn't. And you know how I know? Because I would have remembered this scent. This smells like peppermint bark. So it smells like peppermint and chocolate mixed together. Oh my goodness. If you are new here, excuse me, troll. I do that from time to time. It's not intentional and I know it's nasty. This is all a part of the Crazy Troll Nation. Just having fun on our channel. Not always editing out things that's like, why is she leave it in the video? Because it's entertaining and it's real life. Like things happen. And so just having fun on our channel, having fun playing in our makeup, enjoying the channels that we watch. That's the crazy part. And just the little goofy, silly things I say sometimes. And then sometimes I speak troll. And other times I say stuff. And then I switch sentences. And then I forget what I was saying in the first place kind of thing. Yeah. The troll part of the Crazy Troll Nation is not caring too much about the beauty community's standards. So if they want to say, if you don't use this brand, if you don't use this tool, if you don't use this technique, your makeup is never going to be elevated. Okay, call me a troll then, because I know I look good with, and more importantly, without face paint on. So say what you want to say. Self-acceptance, self-love, embrace your natural features, enhance them if you want to, when you want to, and just rock it with confidence. And that is the purpose of this channel. I am over 50, so, I do, makeup over 50 tag, beauty over 50 tag, but a lot of stuff I do can be for any age. And honestly, I don't see too many people my age doing makeup the way I do, except for this, because this to me is boring. This is not my aesthetic. I like dark, smoky, grungy type stuff. Anyway, what else you will see here? You'll see tags, collabs, challenges, hauls, unboxings, and that type of thing, and subscriber requests. So if you're here for the first time, I hope all of that sounds good to you. Thank you for clicking on my video. If you've been here before, thank you. I appreciate all of you who are watching, and we're going to jump in to what this video is. I did a short on MAC Cosmetics and how I got this palette and the insert. I always feel like I say palette funny, and 9 shades, 9 single shadows for $32. I hope y'all don't think this is clickbait, because it's not, but it is something that I recently just found out. Okay, let me start from where I am. I am in the state of Delaware in the Newark area, and I am in the midst of a lot of things. I'm 5 minutes from Ulta, which is 2 minutes from Christiana Mall, and there is a MAC store inside Christiana Mall. And so I do tend to shop at MAC if it's something from MAC that I want, because MAC's website and even in store, I'm sorry, this bag is not standing up and I was trying to figure out why. MAC's website and in store, they have sales quite often. And so their powder foundation, I purchase it when it'll be like 30% off. Lipstick day, lipsticks, lip products maybe 25% off, and that beats out the 20% at Ulta. And also, even though Ulta has a lot of coupons, it's not always good for prestige brands, which MAC is considered prestige. And like Sephora and Ulta and other makeup and skincare websites, you earn rewards points. So that's how I got all of this stuff for $32, because I used reward points. Here's the thing I did not know. Also, they gave me samples of skincare, which I probably will not use. All of MAC's liquid products that I've tried in the past broke my face out. That's why I use their powder foundation. And so those will probably go somewhere, well, not probably, the skincare samples will go somewhere else. What I didn't know is on MAC's website, when you have points, when you want to redeem your points, you have to make a purchase, and you can only redeem one thing per transaction. And so I had 750 points. And I'm just like, okay, so I looked at what the options were. There were 2 single shadows, and then there was it wasn't the Fix Plus spray. It was some other spray. And then it was like something else. And I'm like, I don't even want that. And so I said, well, I'll just get everything I can get just to use, you know, my rewards points. But it only let me pick one thing. And I'm just like, I'm not buying stuff to get free stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so I said, well, let me dig into this. And so I clicked on the facts and how to use your points, or how to redeem your points rather. And it does say in store, you can only redeem for one thing. I'm sorry. On the website, you can only redeem for one thing, and you have to make a transaction. If you go in the store, you can use all your points. And I'm like, okay, so I took my chunky tan ass to MAC, and you know, they're very friendly. Everyone I've ever encountered at the MAC store, except for like maybe like 15 years ago, but the last 5 years, everyone I've encountered in the MAC store, very friendly, very helpful. And even if they're working on someone else, you know, they'll acknowledge you. Hey, how you doing? You know, I'll be with you as soon as I can. And or they'll still say that, but they'll call somebody else to come help you. And so I said, you know, online, it was only going to let me redeem, you know, one thing. And I had to purchase something. And it said in store, I can use all my points. And she was like, yeah. And she said, well, here's what we have. So they had a binder with a sheet of paper in it that had what the numeric number for each was. Like for 50 points, this is what you get. For 100 points, these are your options. 500 points, these are your options, that type of thing. And so I looked at it, and single shadows, 100 points. And I said, are there any particular colors? Because on the website, it only gave 2 choices. She was like, no. She's like, any color. And I said, and any finish? She said, yeah, because for my birthday gift 2 years ago, last year, they gave me a free 4-pan palette, and I was able to pick 4 shades, but not the Dazzle shadows. And so I said, so I can pick any shade and in any formula. She said, yes. And so I said, okay, I have 750 points. So that means I can get 7 free single shadows. She was like, yeah. And I'm like, oh. So I went over to where the eyeshadows were, and there were 2 people there, and they're standing there swatching. So I'm just being patient, because I'm like, shit, I'm about to get me 7 free shadows. And so, so they got done after, you know, 5 or 10 minutes. So I'm just kind of hanging out, like secretly wishing, hurry up, y'all. But I'm just being patient. And I'm looking at the Whitney Houston collection and the holiday collection. And she's like, oh, holiday collection, 25% off. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm here for the free stuff, which isn't free because you buy stuff and earn the rewards, right? So this is what I picked out. And then I started thinking, I want a MAC palette to go with the MAC shadows. I have a thing where I want stuff to just be in what it says it is. And so she had told me, just let me know what the shades are, because they pull them out from in a drawer. And so as I was swatching shades on my hand, I would put the box up top just so I wouldn't forget. And every now and then she would come over, you want these 3? She would look at the names, and then she will get it. And I said, well, I'll put the boxes back. And so that was saving her time, because I know it's just more work for her, even though that's her job. So anyway, and so I said, I know you guys have the 4 empty pans and the 9 pans and larger pans. Do you have a 7 pan? She said, no. So I'm like, because I don't like stuff to be empty either. And so I said, I'll get the 7 and I'll get 2 more. So I'll get 9 shadows and I'll get a 9 pan palette. This is the insert. And so she was like, okay. So that's how it came to $32. My receipt is right in front of me. For some reason, I thought it was 50 cents involved, but it's not. So the 2 shadows I paid for were $10 a piece. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, because 2 of them that I got were, yeah, some of them, a couple of them were Dazzle shadows, and one is a Powder Kiss. The Dazzle, no, she just put the last 2 for me to pay for. So one of the Dazzle Shadow Extremes, and one is a Powder Kiss. Those were $10. And the palette was $10. And then the insert is $2. So I'm like, I don't know why they just don't put it together, because they know you're going to need the insert. And so you just pop it in. Am I putting this in wrong? Because it's not wanting to go. Okay, let me figure this out because I'm not trying to break it. This side is not going in flush. So did I put it in backwards? I'm gonna edit this out. My nail almost bent backwards. That hurt. Okay, I turned it around and I got it in. So this is what it looks like. Empty. So I'm going to show you the shadows that I purchased, and I'm trying to figure out how to list the names because some of them might be hard to see. This is Cranberry, and no, I didn't open them up yet. This is Chocolate. Two of the shades I wanted they didn't have, and so I picked, you know, alternates, of course, because I'm like, I'm getting my 7 shades. This one is a Dazzle Shadow Extreme, and it is Jolie the Glitz. Probably pronounced that wrong. This one is Give a Glam. Right. I might start saying that. I don't give a glam, man. Yeah. This one is a Dazzle Shadow. And this one is Illuminati. This is a black with shimmer. She was funny because I was looking at this one and I was looking at Carbon, which is a black matte. And I said, well, which one would you prefer? Because it looks like a little sheen, but it's not glittery, even though, you know, you can see the shine. And she said, well, it depends on if you want a shine or if you want it matte. And I'm thinking, duh, like that's not what I asked you. I can see what it looks like. So I was like, okay, thank you. This one is also a Dazzle Shadow Extreme. This is Illuminati. Didn't I just show you that one? Thank y'all for being here because I know sometimes I am a hot mess. This one is Amber Lights. I remember this from back in the day. Oh my gosh. Why did I get that one? You know, this was a substitute for something else that I wanted and they didn't have. This one is that Showbiz. This is Saddle. If y'all been with MAC like 20 plus years, y'all remember Saddle, don't y'all? I know y'all do. And that was a substitute for something else. And this is, oh wow, that's bright. This is What the Wi-Fi. And so I'm going to, I don't know like how I'm going to put these in here. And I don't want to put them in without writing down what's where yet. But I will do that and then I will come back and then we're going to do forehead swatches. Yeah, because y'all know that's what we do here. You'll see me in a few seconds. This is what my new palette looks like. What I was trying to do, I was trying to get Metropolis vibes because I don't think it's going to go on sale. Before it disappeared from the website before, there were no sale, there was nothing. One day it was there on the Natasha site and the next day it was gone. And then it just popped up again out of nowhere. And so I have the feeling that's going to happen again. And I really do want to purchase another one, but I don't want to pay full price for it. And then I say I'll wait for a Sephora 20% off sale, which will bring it down to $103, which I'm still like, you know, sometimes Natasha stuff be half off, but I don't think Metropolis will. So I was trying to get Metropolis vibes. That's what I was trying to do. And there were a lot of these tones in Metropolis. Claret was sort of that shade. And then there were some grungy tones. There was a bright teal color and some deep blues, which is not in here. But that's what I was looking at. And I wanted variety. And so the way I put this together, this is Cranberry. This is Saddle, Chocolate, Amber Lights, That's Showbiz Baby, Illuminati, What's the Wi-Fi, Joey the Glitz, Give a Glam. And so I put them in here in a way where I can do a look by Rose, or I can do a darker look and do a column. And even this one, and I have a feeling this one here is not going to be that much of a shade on me. And I'm saying that because it reminds me of a shade in Martine Cosmetics Mission Triple X palette where it looks really bright, but it really wasn't. And I really liked it for that reason. And now that I'm looking at this, you know, I can even use these three for a look. I can use, you know, these three right here for a look. And so I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, yeah. And so when I swatched them, I thought about, you know, if I just use 4 or 5 shades for a look, or do an easy one and just do 3, then I can do that. And so that's the reason why I picked these shades, and 2 of them, as I said, were alternate shades because I wanted Embark, which was a deeper brown, and they didn't have that, and I forget what the other shade was. I just pulled out sponge tip applicators. We are going to get to swatching. This is Cranberry. And MAC shadows, y'all, I really feel like I'm going back to my roots. That's Cranberry. We're going to flip it over. This is Saddle. This is Chocolate. So look at them 3. Look at these 3 shades. That's an easy look right there. This one is Amber Lights. Even those 4, like that's a really pretty look. That's Showbiz Baby. That definitely to me looks like one of the Metropolis shades. Illuminati. And so you see what I'm saying, like even though it's a black with shimmer, it's not the shimmer. And I think blended out, well, when I did blend it out on the back of my hand, it did kind of look like it blended into a matte, and actually looks more like a deep blue than a black. And this angle to me looks almost like a deep purple. I do have issues, I think, with color perception sometimes, but to me it looks like a deep purple. But either way, that can deepen any look you do, or you know, use it for your upper or lower lash line. This one is What's the Wi-Fi? That's that bright green. I was going to say yellow. And so you see what I'm saying, how it looks really bright, but it's really not. And then once you blend it, you know, it's really pretty though. And we have 2 more. This is Joey the Glitz. So even like these, I think I put together a decent palette. And this is Give a Glam. So even these 3, you see what I'm saying? And so I'm not good at putting together palettes. And it did take me sometimes swatching because I didn't want to just have a lot of the same color story that I already have. And I will show you the MAC palette I made last year, 2 years ago. 4 were from the birthday quad that I told you about. And I believe these were the 4 that I picked. And these are other miscellaneous shades that I came across some kind of way. I think I purchased them. I had to have purchased them. Yeah. So this is this palette. And this is the new palette. So as you see, I have no, oh, this right here with this and with this, I think I did good, y'all. Let me, oh, I'm getting clumsy and I'm getting excited. Let me calm down. So these are, and I stuck my finger in it. So these are, I'm trying to get the glare off. Here we go. So these are my 2 MAC palettes. This is the new one. This is the older one. But I think they would even accompany each other well, especially these 3 in this column right here would pair with any of these up here for like inner corner. And this one may be brow bone. And I don't want to drop anything. This one for brow bone. But I think I did good. No dupes. Nope. And the palette I put together, Troll did the damn thing. So anyway, so I hope you didn't think it was clickbait or that I just like got 9 free shadows or something. But yeah, so if you're buying from MAC, shop from the MAC website when they have a sale. And when you get when you earn your rewards points, save them up. They do expire at the end of the year, and that's why I went, because this is December and it's like, redeem your rewards before, you know, December 30th or the 31st. And I'm like, wait, what? So that's why I went in to see how to redeem them. So save your points throughout the year because they do expire at the end of the year, and go into the store and get all the free stuff that you can get for all of your points, and not online, because again, online you have to buy something, you have to make a transaction, and you can only redeem for one thing. So even if I had redeemed online, I would have had to purchase something, and I can only get like 1 eyeshadow out of 2 choices, versus I was able to get 7 for free and pick from any formula. And so that was really cool, and so I wanted to share that with you. And yeah, so January, starting January, Again, if you're buying MAC, shop from the MAC store or from the MAC website, and hopefully you're near a store. So when it comes time to redeem your rewards, you can go to the store and get all of your rewards. And so I had 750 points. I used 700. So 50 is going to expire. The least you can redeem is 100. And so I'm okay with that though, because I have 7 free shadows and I was able to pick them. And I really am digging this palette and I'm excited to get into it. Of course, I'm going to be doing looks with it along with other palettes that I have not used yet. So I'm kind of feeling a little overwhelmed with all the looks that I need to do, but I will get to them. And let me know if this was new information for you and if this was helpful to you. And let me know about the color story. And even if we cut it in half, if I just wanted to, you know, be neutral and then just put this on lower lash line, that green or that teal for a pop of color, or, you know, just using these shades here, you know, for a look and even mixing. I think there's a lot of variety here and a lot of options, and also if we pair it with the other one. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you for being here, and you'll see me in the next video. The next one will be me putting together my Lethal Cosmetics singles in that palette, and we'll do the same thing. I'll show you the shades, I'll put them in a palette, show you the palette, and then do forehead swatches with that, and then do looks with that. I'm overwhelmed at the thought of it all. I really am, but I'm here and I'm glad you guys are here. If you've enjoyed this video and you're not subscribed already, please do browse around in my playlist. The looks I've done with this other MAC palette is in my MAC playlist. So if you want to see what I've done with that, you know, just feel free to browse around in there and my other playlists and on my channel in general. Share my videos with those that you think would be interested or entertained, because sometimes I'll be acting a fool. Yeah, I'm thinking of that song, y'all gonna make me act a fool up in here, up in here. All right, I'm going. I don't know if I need a nap or what. I don't need to eat because I just did. I'm babbling. I'm going to go. Thank you for being here. And like, why am I just doing like all of these poses? Because I know I'm cute. Trolls are cute, y'all. I'm really going to go. Team too much. And I'm yelling. I'm going to go. Something's wrong with me. For some reason, I think I did a lip swatch video before, checking to see if I had dupes in my collection, and so if I did, I don't even know what to say about that. But this is Jimi Hendrix from Rock and Roll Beauty, and this shade is in Voodoo. And so I am just going to do forehead swatches because I was looking at my collection again, and y'all know if you've been here, I do not like dupes in my collection. This is Fenty Stunner, and this one is in Unveil. Hands down, Fenty Stunner is my favorite liquid lip stick formula. So that is what that looks like. And actually the Jimi Hendrix is what's on my lips now. And so looking at them here, let me put on some more of Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy. Because for some reason I was thinking it was, yeah, if you build it up, it looks similar, even though the Fenty one does have more of a reddish tone. But is it that different, you know? Juvia's Place Bronze Chestnut, that is this shade here. And I do really like this formula too. So I may have to rethink like what my fave is. And this is NARS, I think Power Matte something or other. I'll write it over here as well as what the shade is, because I don't want to take up too much of your time for this portion of the video. Ooh. Ooh. I don't think I did this before, like this swatch comparison. That, wow. Okay. That one is a dupe. Another Fenty, this is Underdog. And this one, well, of course I do like all the Fenty ones that I have. And I only keep stuff that I do like. So there's that. And this is another NARS one, Power Matte something or other. I'll put the name of it here as well as the shade. And wow. Wow. I did not do this before because I think I will remember these two being very much the same. And these two being very much the same. The good thing is, this says it expires April 2023. The NARS ones are good for 24 months. So this is good, as well as this one, till October 2024. And so instead of opening up a new Underdog, I will just keep this open. So I'm going to have to make note of this. And this expires, well, it says it does, February 2024. And again, the NARS one, October 2024. So I will be keeping all of these. And yeah, and also these two expire around the same time too. So actually, does it? No, this one expired in October this year. I'll use it until it starts to smell a little funny. And this one, the Jimmy one, I will keep. And instead of opening up a new Unveil, I'll keep using Jimmy. So this is really good. And so I don't have anything to declutter from this, but these are very close. This is a little cooler. This has some red in it. These two, this angle right here, look at that. They look the same, and so do these two. Awesome. So do your price comparisons to figure out which one you think you would like to use. And I will say I purchased the NARS one from Boxy Shop, so they were very inexpensive. And I only get Fenty stuff on sale as well, which makes them less expensive. And so that'll be it for this clip, and you will see me soon. Yeah, so thanks.